everyone. This is week one, and we are going to do our Compassion in Action activity. So compassion is something that God feels for all of us, and it's why we get all these beautiful gifts, like flowers and nature, warm sunny days. These are all, at least from my perspective, the way that God shows compassion for us, by just giving us loving, beautiful, joyful things. So our compassion in action this week is to create our own loving, joyful, beautiful thing. And we're going to do that by creating a centerpiece for our table. So this is like a decoration that you put in the middle of your dinner table. And we're doing that this week to go with our theme of remembering how God draws everyone together at the table. So you and your family can work on this project together to create one centerpiece, all contributing something to the centerpiece. Or if you'd like to just make your own and then put them all together in the center of your table, you can do that too. I'm going to show you the centerpiece that I made and give you some different ideas for how you can make yours. But I want you to be super, super creative with this. So your centerpiece is not going to look just like mine, and that's okay. I want you to get really creative. You might come up with some other ideas. So this video is just to kind of get you jump started, right? And then from there you can pause, rewind, replay the video as many times as you need to get ideas of your own. Okay, so here is my centerpiece. It's got lots of different things in it, and I'm going to show you some of the materials that I used and the way that I collected them and made them and put them together. And then you are going to take all of your wonderful creative juices and your God-inspired compassion and create your own beautiful centerpiece for your table. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is figure out what kind of vessel you want to use. It can be a jar or a vase or a mug or even a teapot. And then collect some materials for crafting, whatever you have around your house and inspires you. Maybe you collect some things from a nature walk like I did, some sticks and flowers and rocks. The first thing I'll show you is some things we can do with these sticks. What I did with my first stick was painted it with some paint that I had laying around. I just painted it all different colors, just layering the paint one after another. If you don't have paint laying around your house, that's okay. You can always use markers or even nail polish if you have old nail polish that nobody's using in your house. If you don't have any paint, don't worry. I'll show you something else you can do with your sticks. For my second stick, I wrapped it with different color string. So I had some thin twine that was yellow, and then I tied on some variegated yarn and kept wrapping. I found out that it's a lot easier if you just turn the stick instead of trying to wrap the string all the way around. But you play and find which technique works best for you. And you can add as much or little string as you want and make it as thick or thin as you want. So this is me putting my string around my stick. It took a little while, but it was kind of meditative. And for my last stick, I wanted to make some flowers with paper. So I started by just coloring rainbows onto a piece of construction paper. And then I traced out some flower shapes and circles and then cut those out. These I ended up gluing onto the end of my stick. You can also layer different size circles on top of each other. So you can cut out different circles, either just loose, or if you want to make a perfect circle, you can find something circular shaped and trace it on your paper and layer the circles. And I used rubber cement because I didn't have any glue, but you can use glue or tape or anything to glue your different circles together. Here's me showing you how to make a perfect circle by tracing something circular shaped onto your paper and then cutting that out. So again, you can make your circles any shape or size you want. And then I got my stick and my rubber cement. Again, that's all I had, but you can use glue or tape. Just find a creative way to take your paper flower that you made and glue it onto your stick. You can also glue it to a pipe cleaner or a chopstick or anything that will help create a stem for it so that you can put it into your centerpiece. So cool little accidents happen. I was cleaning off all my paintbrushes from painting my stick and I really liked the texture on the paper, so I ended up cutting this spirally little flower to glue onto the end of my painted stick, and I really like how it came out. So just let the creative process come. Whatever happens, happens, and just go with it. Don't try to overplan, because I did not plan for this cool little flower, and it's actually my favorite. Okay, now that we have all of our things collected and all of our flowers and sticks decorated and made, it's time to put it all together to make our centerpiece. So for my vessel, I'm going to be using this mason jar, and I just decorated it with some washi tape that I had, but you can leave yours plain, or you can decorate it with tape or ribbon or string, whatever you want. I just felt like making mine rainbow today. So I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to get those rocks that I collected and put those in the bottom. And then I'm going to stick some of the things that I made in. So I have my stick that I wrapped in different color string. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put it in the middle of my rocks here. And then I have my stick that I painted and the little spiral flower that I made with where I cleaned my paintbrushes on. I think that's really cool. So I'm going to stick that in there. And I have some of the flowers that I collected on my nature walk. So I have my little daisy I'm going to stick in there, and a dandelion, and some honeysuckle. I don't know if you've ever smelled honeysuckle before, but it is so nice. And then I just got some leaves for some greenery. You don't have to put fresh flowers in yours. I just, I really enjoyed my nature walk. And I feel like seeing things in nature just reminds me so much of all of the incredible and beautiful things that God has created on this earth. And one more flower. And I think that my centerpiece, oh wait, I forgot my paper flower. Stick my paper flower in there, which I glued to a stick. And my centerpiece is ready for the table. I would love to see some pictures of your centerpieces that you and your family create. And I will be putting this in the middle of my table to welcome my family to the table for dinner tonight. Thanks.